Okay, babe.
All right, we're here.
We are here. We are so excited that you're following us on YouTube. That is our big news. We had a little powwow with the kids, talked it over a few times, a lot of times, and decided that we will be coming to you once a week on
YouTube.
On YouTube.
So basically my job is just to say YouTube every time she looks at me. So that's a good start.
So if you've not been following us along on Instagram, we are American Family Road Trip.
I'm JD.
And I am Britney.
And we have 7 kids. So a little bit of a backstory. I don't think our plan from the start was to have 7 kids, but man, God is good. So we're so grateful for our kids. We met in Iraq. I was in the Army.
I was in the Air Force Reserves.
And we met on deployment in Iraq. So it's a pretty wild story there.
We'll share that another time though.
Yes.
It is a fun story.
Yeah, it was a fun story. And we've been married for 12 years now. We've got 7 kids. So this will be a nice date mark for us. Our oldest is 11 and our youngest just turned 1 month. So that's exciting. So you'll get to see them in the videos as well. And that's a little bit about us.
But one of the exciting things about us is we happen to live in this bus right behind us. It runs around 217 square feet.
Yeah, give or take some square inches.
And JD actually built it for us.
Yes, so, it was a labor of love. So we built it, goodness, I mean, we left full-time RVing. So we full-time RV all over the US right now. And we left in October of 2018 from Lubbock, Texas, which we called home for about a decade. And after we got out of the military. And so we've been traveling around the US with our kiddos. And a lot of people ask, why a bus?
Why a bus? It's kind of a really beautiful story because the Lord really laid it on our hearts that we needed a change.
Individually, it was pretty neat. So here's the deal. I was at this really profound period of my life with just so much spiritual growth happening. Basically, God kind of convicted me. He very clearly convicted me. Are you going to seek me with your whole heart or not? And I just relented at that point. We were living a very kind of cultural Christian lifestyle, and it was just part of our social identity and things like that. And God convicted us to fully submit our lives to Him. So I went through this really amazing period of spiritual growth, and kind of one day I was standing by the window. We actually our house before this was 7,000 square feet.
It was a lot of bathrooms for me to clean.
A little bit over that.
That's what that means.
And we moved into 217 square feet, which is quite a bit of a change. But I was standing by the window looking out onto our backyard one day, and I was contemplating the great men of faith in the Bible, and I thought, God, do you have something like that for me? And it was such a powerful experience. God convicted me, He spoke into my life and He said, I want you to build an ark. And I didn't really know what to think about it, and I went over and I talked to Britney, but the
fun part about it is I'm a homeschool mom, and I was doing a Bible lesson with the kids, and I was talking about Noah and Noah's Ark, and just hey, God called Noah to do this thing that was kind of crazy and a little out there, but not only did he listen and follow along, but his wife did too. She supported him, and so did his kids. They all, as a family, went with this ministry that God called him, and it was just such a cool moment that JD comes running in and he's like, I have to talk to you about something the Lord's showing me.
and so we sat down and we talked, and I just kind of told her, I have this really clear calling that God has called me to build an ark.
He hits me up with building a bus. And I'm like, I can't not say yes after I just finished talking about how they followed along too. And it was just okay, God, is this what you're showing us? And it was beautiful because for the next, what, 8 months?
Yeah, so it was a total of 10
Things
months.
just fell into place, like time and time again.
Yeah.
Which is another really cool story as well.
Yeah, a lot of amazing things where God just made a way through this whole process. I built the bus by myself. I mean, I think there were 3 times for like 3 specific things that people helped me out. You know, so like I cut the roof off and raised it 2 feet. That's not something that you can do by yourself. Also, you know,
but a crew just showed up of.
Yeah, I didn't really have to coordinate anything.
Closest friends,
I just
and they were like, "Hey, you're
people.
gonna raise the roof. We'll be there."
Yeah.
You know,
it was awesome.
We had some cabinet help. I mean, it was just kind of really cool, you know, things that was definitely from the Lord.
Right, and another really kind of big thing in that, we won't have to get too much into it, is I was operating our small business during this time, and I was really feeling the weight of me having to run the business and not being able to follow what God had called me to do, and God just made it happen.
Yeah.
I completely lost my voice for about 3 months. I had to have a major vocal cord surgery.
Which is not the most fun thing whenever your kids aren't old enough to read yet and daddy all of a sudden can't talk, so he can't communicate.
It was a little stressful. We improvised.
A little challenging for our family life for a bit.
We improvised, but so anyways, those are just some elements that are part of the story. But you know, so we've been on the road for about 4 years, and you know, we've had a lot of people reach out to us on
No, don't do it.
That's Uriah with his snackies. And
ooh, thank you.
Nice.
No,
You gonna take it back inside?
Go take those to Bubba.
no, and a dental.
I know it is.
Okay.
Take it inside to Bubba.
He maybe want those.
But yes, we live in the bus with all
Okay,
7
I'm
of our
gonna
children.
take it, or you could take it to Bubba. Do you want to take it to Bubba?
Yeah.
Okay, go take it to Bubba.
Okay, so we do live in the bus with all 7 of our children. It was designed with a bunkhouse in the back. Our bed drops from the ceiling, which is a big reason why we needed the extra ceiling height.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time planning it out, so it's pretty cool. And you know, definitely on Instagram we have some tours, and we'll include some of that stuff in the YouTube as well. So we've been going on for about 4 years, and just a lot of people were kind of encouraging Britney to start a YouTube, and so here we are. So that's our big news. We're excited
we're on
to do
YouTube,
that.
so that way we'll give you more content, I guess longer content. A lot of
kind of longer
Instagram stuff
form,
is real short.
family style stuff. You know, we're gonna
A little bit of road schooling, minimalist living, some life on the road, what that looks like, and really
Mommy,
just.
you had them.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully encouraging your family from our family. You want to come say hi?
That's
Say
Uriah.
hi.
He is a big brother. Can you believe it? A big brother. Our littlest, Aquila, or Quill, is a month old. That's what I said already.
Yep,
That's
he
who that is. So anyways, hey, so there's a good chance that you could be one of the first people to subscribe to our channel. So subscribe to our channel.
Yes, hit the subscribe button. And if you'll leave us a comment and tell us where you are in the country and if we've actually crossed paths. So we love meeting people as we travel around the road. And
we
so
met
let us know.
a lot of our followers on the road, which is really cool. We love to meet people. You know, one of the big things that we really love to do is encourage families to seek after God's will for their life and just go for the ride. So we just really encourage you to join along with us. Like the video, subscribe, and if you click the bell, you can select alerts for all these new videos that we're posting. We're also on Instagram at American Family Road Trip.
And that's my call.
There's a baby
Bye, y'all.
injury. See you later. Thanks for coming and watching our video.